It's Throwdown Thursday with the Hurricanes of Miami taking on the Blue Devils of Duke. Height. Too strong. Redick skies the rebound and wants to push it. Pull up three. J.J. Redick, who statistically is number 4 in the ACC in long-range shooting, but arguably the most dangerous long-range shooter in the country. A timeout. Redick helping Duke run and then getting the 3 himself, and the Blue Devils are up by 6 after 5 minutes.
Good shooter, and as Mike said, a great teammate, a leader out there on the floor. He helps them with their chemistry, and DeMarcus Nelson, as a freshman, has to step into those shoes.
Redick, a mile outside. It doesn't matter. If he's hot, anything inside midcourt. 16-4. That last 3 for Redick.
Wow. That was out in Carborough somewhere, which is a suburb of Durham.
But didn't break down in form. It was still perfect form. This would not be easy. He lost his leading scorer from a year ago to graduation as Redick buries another 3.
Absolutely. And one thing you know about Frank Haith is that he can recruit. You know, he's done a terrific job at the schools you mentioned. And now, you know, at a school like Miami with the they have, he shouldn't have any problem getting players.
His problem right now is trying to contain J.J. Redick, who already has 11 points in the first 10 minutes. His offensive output so far. Redick behind the screen. Foul behind the line. That will be a 3-shot foul. You just can't do that, especially with Redick. You might as well not even force him to go to the free throw line. Just give him the 3.
Well, and he tried to block it from the side. Really not really a block. Just put a hand in his face. But you see, J.J. Redick has this thing. He kicks his legs out, as a lot of three-point shooters do. And as a defender goes by, he can't help but make contact. It's like the punter trying to draw contact in that situation. If you're close and you don't get any of the ball, you're going to wind up. You're going to wind up making contact.
In the history of the NCAA, that one just has a remarkable stroke. It is the same routine every time and virtually the same result every time. But he,
you know, whatever he was selling, the official bought it.
Listen, for you old-timers, Sonny Liston gave up more effort to go down in Lewiston against Muhammad Ali than that one. That was the phantom charge. Redick, the ACC's leading scorer, already has 16, and it's just hot as a pistol. That's 14 out of the 20, so it's still the same percentage, but it's
to play one-on-one against them. You've got to be. Miami still is yet to find an answer for J.J. Redick, and I guess out there with that kind of range, there is no answer. Sorry
for the technical problem we had there for a couple of minutes. J.J. Redick, 6 out of 6 from the free throw line, 19 points. He averages 22.5, the leader in the Atlantic Coast Conference, and he is perfect, as he usually is, from the free throw line again tonight. 40 as for anybody playing the Canes or Virginia Tech.
Well, certainly not. And again, if you look at Miami last year.
Nice move, gets into the lane. Diaz has a dozen for the ACC's second leading scorer behind Daniel Ewing, or behind J.J. Redick, who's got 3 there and buries another one. J.J. Redick with 26. He has shot the ball brilliantly tonight.
You know, toughness on the glass. That's continuity. And J.J.'s still in the game, huh?
And still open and still making them. J.J. Redick with 29 points.
That smells like making sure you get the scoring title.
Yes, sir.
In this conference.
It does. Shooting the Rock brought to you by Rock Green Light, and 38.6% for Duke this year in three-pointers. That's third in the ACC. Tonight, 14 out of 33. Redick was shooting 50%. Just absolutely brilliant.
Critical time in the ACC tournament.
Our Avis player of the game, J.J. Redick, and why not? 29 points, 6 out of 12 from long range, and a couple of those were really from long range. And you talk about somebody who has improved his game. In the last couple of years, this guy has turned himself from a shooter into a complete player.
I tell you what, you saw Avis player of the game. I think it's a good bet. You might be able to X out game and put year.
Yeah.
As he is, if not the leading candidate, one of a very, very short list.
Well, he's the best free throw shooter that ever lived in the history of the NCAA for his career. He is the leading scorer in the ACC. You don't get too many guys who average over 20 points a game in this conference. And he is averaging 22.5 coming in.